Dear students, welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sreekumar. The class is for 6th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let us begin the class.
Dear students, the topic decimal fraction is continuing, and this is again a revision video for you, again because these things are known to you. Only little addition is there. I am repeating what already you know, and we will continue with the further information. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These actions with the decimal numbers is the main aspect of the chapter. Addition you have already studied. The most important thing you have to remember while doing addition is that if you have to add this particular, the most important thing is 40, 27.7, 2.451. The most important thing is that all these decimal points should come in a line. If you want, you can put a 0 here. You can put a 0 here also. These are all of, to get it clearly, this is 0. And you simply add how you normally add. 1, 5, 11. The balance one will be carried here. And 10, and then it is 7, 0. Understood? So addition is as simple like this. Only point is that you should take care that these particular decimals are in a line. Okay. Think about what is next. Next in the sense that what more is given in your curriculum to study. Let us move ahead. Subtraction also you got some idea in the last video also. Here also if you have a subtraction like this, 200.005 minus 17.186. Take care that you put that decimal points in the same line. It should be one below the other. Understood? That is the most important thing I would like to tell you. Now you will do the regular subtraction. Understood? 9, 6 are 15 plus 9, 10 and 8, and how do you do that? Same way. Then you will be having a 2 over here, 8 over here, 182.819. What I have to tell you is again about these decimal points should be in one below the other. Then your answer will be perfectly alright. Okay, that you should take care of. Subtraction also dealt in the last video. These samples what I am giving is from your textbook only. I mean this type of sums are there in the textbook, very few, because the textbook creators also know that you know a lot about this. Let us think about next. Converting a common fraction into a decimal fraction. Common fraction is, suppose that a fraction like this, 3 upon 4. We have to convert this into a decimal fraction. This is not a decimal fraction. Decimal word is having a meaning, as I told you last time, 10. So you should have denominators as multiples of 10 so that you can write the decimal fraction easily. Now as it is 3 upon 4, to convert this into a multiple of 10, like 10, 100, 1000 will be quite easy. So you can convert this. If you want, you can convert this into 10 also, you can convert this into 100 also. Whichever is convenient to you, you can do. I would say that if you multiply this with 25, easily it will get converted into 75 upon 100, and the decimal fraction will be 0.75. This is the common way and simplest way. That means you should convert the number into a number with denominator multiples of 10, like 10, 100, then 1000, etc. So that it will be easy for you. Simply you have to put the decimal point thereafter. This is a technique your textbook is also advising you to do. Convert the denominator into multiples of 10. Okay, that technique you should remember when it comes to converting a common fraction into decimal fraction. Let us go ahead. Let's see what more is converting a decimal fraction into a common ulta. Decimal fraction को हमको common fraction बनाना है, तो भी यही common sense यूज करना पड़ेगा. 26.4. हमको एक common fraction में convert कर. We know that when the decimal point is 1 unit left, this number can be written as 264 upon 10. हो गया ना common fraction. Fraction form में आ गया. 264 upon 10 is equal to 26.4. This way we can convert again by denominator should be 10 and multiple of 10 in order to convert like this. And this type of sums are there in your textbook again. Okay, so that you should keep in mind conversion of common fraction into decimal fraction and decimal fraction into common fraction. Very simple technique. Let us go ahead. Multiplication of decimal fraction. Last video also mentioned about this, and the same number was there regarding that Seema filling the scooter with petrol. This is the price of petrol, 62.32 multiplied by 2.5. Okay. Here we will write without considering these decimal. Decimal के बारे में अभी सोचेगा ही नहीं. We don't have to bother about decimal now. We will bother about decimal only when we finally project the answer. That is the technique. Projecting the answer means you will write the answer. तभी आप सोचेंगे decimal के बारे में. Understood? Here we have to multiply simply 6232, I would say, with the what we say 2.5, I would say 25. So when you multiply simply with 25, what you get is later expressed in decimal form. Well, let us start multiplication. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15 plus 1 16, 5 2s are 10 plus 1 11, 5 6 are 30 plus 1 31. Okay, this we will do the first priority. Then you will multiply. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 6 are 12. अब सोचेंगे डेसिमल किधर गया. डेसिमल अभी आएगा 0, 6 plus 4 10, 6 plus 1 7 plus 1 8, 5 5 1. Now you will count number of decimal 1 2 3, 1 2 3. You will put the decimal here. 155.8, 155.80 up to 2 decimal. Understood? Even if you put 3 4 4 more zeros, it doesn't have any sense. Okay, so this is the answer. So you will multiply and put the decimal number accordingly. Some may have a worry that here it should be 0, then there will be a 0 here, there will be a 0 here. What is the difference? No difference. Understood? So this technique has to be used when you are thinking about multiplication of decimal fraction, which is very common. multiplication of decimal fraction is a common thing in our day-to-day life. Understood? Let us move what is there more in your textbook. Division of decimal fraction. Division of decimal fraction. 4.8 divided by 1.2. Sorry. Both are having decimal numbers and it is division. We will convert this decimal fraction into common fraction, that is the best way. So 4.8 can be written as 48 upon 10 divided by 12 upon 10. Because we converted decimal fraction into common fraction. Once if we convert a decimal fraction into common fraction, this division means you can multiply with multiplicative inverse. ये आपने पढ़ा है. So first fraction will remain like this. Division will become multiplication. The multiplicative inverse of 12 upon 10 is 10 upon 12. Understood? And here we can see that this can get cancelled. 48 upon 12. The answer would be 4. Understood? So this way we can solve the situation of division by converting the decimal fraction into simple common fraction and multiply with multiplicative inverse. That is a technique. So you got all the 4 operations on decimal fractions now. So you should practice this. Practice is possible first by doing the exercise in the textbook. Second, by getting questions from anywhere like guide or internet or anywhere. You can get questions from anywhere. What you cannot get is explanation of how to do it, and it's a quite simple chapter. You can do that and get yourself smart enough to solve any kind of question related to decimal fractions. Thank you.
Now click on the subscription button below to subscribe the channel, then the bell button to get the notifications of the new videos. Thank you.